And, let's go live. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for showing up this morning. Hope you guys are ready for a good stream. Bitcoin might be giving us something right off the bat here today. So a little bit before market opens, and we got... Do we have red folder news today? I thought we did. Not until 11. Okay. Okay, we won't even be trading that long today, so we're fine. And FOMC meeting minutes don't really matter. Yeah, Bitcoin will probably be giving us something here. All right, I'm watching Bitcoin. It might give us an opportunity right now. Nasdaq, the market's not open yet, so we can't even take a trade yet. So it's hitting into a 5-minute low, but nothing yet. And the fun thing is we are trading a funded account this morning. Let's go. I'm stoked. Oh. We passed our funded our eval last night for Top Step. Gold has been delivering every Asia session. Dude, gold's been, oh my gosh, gold's been like amazing on during Asia session. All right, let's see what Bitcoin does here. Looks like Nasdaq ripping down further and disrespecting some of these lows. So we're gonna delete this guy. We're actually about to enter into equilibrium for this kind of 5-minute range here. I think it's a 15-minute range, but this fair value gap down here that we just tapped into is kind of important. So I'm kind of interested to see how do we react. I'm kind of hoping we can sweep this 15-minute low and 5-minute low, but it might give us an opportunity. But this is market open is right now, so kind of got to let this candle form. I don't like taking trades while the first 5 minutes is kind of forming. I like to wait. Obviously, we're going to wait for this 5-minute candle to close, but we'll see what it kind of gives us. Thank you guys, everyone who's joining up on the stream. If you guys can, like the stream, you know, share a comment, share something, repost it. It means the world to me. It helps my content get out there further. So if you're able to do any of those, please, I appreciate it a lot, and it helps out. Yeah, looks like oh, I'm not logged in. Come on, BLOFIN. Okay. I was like, why is it not showing up? Why? Okay. If Bitcoin inverts this fair value gap, we're going to be going long. I think it is. Oh, not yet. Okay. Not quite yet. Hasn't done it. Oh, wow. It's going to do it on this next candle. It's going to be way big. Oh my gosh. It is ripping. What does this candle look like over here? Yeah. Hasn't done it yet. Good morning, Sean. At it. Bitcoin just ripped. It'd be a terrible entry if I try to do it. I'm not gonna go for it on Bitcoin. I might set up a limit order and just see hopefully if it taps me in. No fair value gaps over here. Okay. All right, we'll see if we get tapped in on Bitcoin over here. I'm watching it to see, but Nasdaq hasn't given us anything. So I'm just going to kind of be patient here with Nasdaq. Nasdaq also tapped into this 15-minute fair value gap and equilibrium just like Bitcoin did. So it might be a bummer if Nasdaq decides to run without us. It almost hit into this low too, but there's just there's not a single fair value gap in this entire leg down. Because I don't want to take these fair value gaps here. Because that stop loss is crazy. Like this is the first one here. 72 point stop loss. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. We'll see what if price decides what it decides to do if it comes up into these M5 highs and London high up here, and see if maybe we get a short opportunity. I've been studying SMTs, and I'm interested to see. Do we have an SMT here with, or maybe up here with ES? Wait, what? And then we made a higher high here. Or is it more? I still don't quite understand it. Or is it more like this? Oh, I just realized I'm in the Bitcoin trade. It tapped me in. I was not paying attention. We're going to take a partial TP at this 5-minute high up here. And then another partial TP at 2R. And then another one at London high. If we can make it up that high. But Nasdaq still nothing over here. Kind of bummed. It like I had a nice retracement, but still nothing. This is our Bitcoin trade. And then first take profit is going to be this guy. Let's delete this. Okay, Nasdaq has hit into these highs. I'm hoping Bitcoin can follow the same. We'll take a 25% TP. I'm liking this momentum. I think we should be hitting this high soon. If we can break above these highs here on the 5-minute. But I like what Nasdaq's doing here. I think this was the SMT here that you needed for this low that was formed here, because this low is like barely lower. I don't know. I still don't quite understand it. And that Nasdaq was the leading indicator because it took out these first. Yo, what's up, soccer fan? Bitcoin's almost to our first TP. London high is our next one after that. Actually, 2R is our next one after that. Oh, wow. Let Nasdaq. We'll see what Nasdaq does at London high. My guess with this momentum, it might keep displacing through. But I'm loving this price action on Bitcoin. I'm bummed that Nasdaq didn't give us anything this morning. Okay, Bitcoin should hit TP. Our first one. If we hit first TP, we'll be moving stops to break even. Dude, Nasdaq is ripping. We're almost at TP on Bitcoin. The first one. All right, beautiful push through on Nasdaq there, closing through all those highs. So let's see. I don't know if ES did. No, because it never swept this low here. But I wonder if it had a fair value gap. Yeah, no, ES didn't have a fair value gap either. Really no entry either on MES. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be very bullish this morning. Looks like we're just going to blast through London high. This is good signals for Bitcoin, because that means Bitcoin should be attacking London high and our take profits, and then also these higher time frame fair value gaps up top. Yeah, but Nasdaq's looking really good. There's a beautiful 1 minute kill shot here during London. Yeah, during London at 4 a.m. There's a beautiful 1 minute kill shot right here. That would have been a banger trade. I'm really hoping Bitcoin doesn't do what it did to me on yesterday. Yesterday, Bitcoin got super close to my TP and then literally ran all the way down to my stop loss. I was so freaking frustrated. No. The fair value gap is what is powerful there. Yeah, the inverse fair value gap's what is the powerful thing in the 1 minute kill shot. So like you take that away, you take away like the strong confluence for it. 1 minute like structure, change break of structure isn't like 1 minute break structure all the time. So it's not as like powerful of a thing. It can be. You would have to back test it, right? How about 5 minute? 5 minute. So like here, 5 minute had the 5 minute had an inverse fair value gap. Now you're gonna have some wide stops, but 5 minute had an inverse and a change of state. 5 minute would be more powerful in my opinion if you did like a change in state or a break of structure. To me, that's more powerful. The higher the time frame, the more powerful it will be. But still, I still think the like either order block or a fair value gap getting inversed is what's more powerful. Or say there's no fair value gap, but 5 minutes. See how the 5 minute left the fair value gap here? You wait for a retracement back into that fair value gap, and then and see how price reacts in that fair value gap. That would be probably the more powerful thing. Like see on the 1 minute down here, the 1 minute pushed up on Nasdaq, created a fair value gap. Look what it reacted. Look at the way it reacted in that fair value gap. You could have, if you're a fair value gap trader like this could have been a signal for you right here. You know, you target that, right? That could have been your signal. Look at that wick out of the fair value gap, respecting it, and then a bullish engulfing candle right after that. That would be way more powerful than a break of structure. That would be what I would take. Because then that shows, okay, not only is there very large engulfing candles to upside, it left fair value gaps, but then that fair value gap was respected, not disrespected by bearish momentum. That's what's more powerful. All right, Bitcoin should be hitting this external range liquidity up here soon. It kind of like paused. It was doing great, and then literally like, nah, we got close enough. And it inverted all the 5 minute fair value gaps to the left here. So we should be good for it. Unless it wants to just ruin my Wednesday. No, so I saw that trade, but I couldn't trade Nasdaq yesterday. I wasn't, that's why I didn't go live, because I couldn't trade Nasdaq yesterday. Because my top step, I made the money during Asia session the night before, and so I couldn't trade the Asia session or the New York session in the morning because I couldn't make money. Like I couldn't make any more money on the account, so I wasn't able to trade because I had to wait until Asia session last night to be able to trade, because my profit that I made, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't realize I did that to myself. But yeah, I did see that trade. It was at market open. Really good trade. I trade a model that I've created. Bitcoin, what are you doing? It's called the 1 minute kill shot. I swear, Bitcoin. Yeah, a really nice trade. You would have made, I think it was like 140 points was what you would capture on that trade. Dude, Bitcoin's gonna really frustrate me if it comes all the way back down. It literally did this to me yesterday. I was so frustrated. It was a beautiful trade on Bitcoin. Almost got to my TP and then literally skyrocketed down. Bitcoin's been really frustrating lately for me. It was working really well on like the 1 minute kill shot, and then like now it's still working, but like it'll do this stupid stuff where like it'll get real close and then oh, I swear, Bitcoin. I'm gonna be upset if it does it. What framework does it use? So we use one of the most important things for our 1 minute kill shot that it uses is impulse range and ranges. So is price in discount or premium? Where is it potentially heading next? Then it uses 5 minute sweeps of liquidity, and then 1 minute inverse fair value gaps, and then you target 2R and liquidity. Thank you, dude. I was super stoked. I was so tired last night too. I had a crazy day of work, and then I was like, all right, I really hope I can get funded during Asia session. And then work kept getting in the way. Like there was 3 really good 1 minute 1 minute kill shots that presented itself during gold, but I missed them because I was doing work and other things, and I was like getting so frustrated because I was like, dude, I would have been funded so long ago if I just could focus in real quick just for like an hour, and I wasn't able to do it until like almost 9 p.m. last night. I'm not even selling a course, by the way. Tron Co Charlie doesn't know the difference between a strategy trading and model trading. Oh, not me. Okay, I was like, what? Yeah, no, I have a I have a model I created. It's called the 1 minute kill shot. I guess some people were saying it's turtle soup. I don't know what turtle soup is. I guess it's something similar to turtle soup. Oh, nice. Okay, thank you, Tron. I appreciate it. But yeah, Bitcoin doesn't care about session highs. Yeah, no, Bitcoin doesn't really care about session highs. I mark them out because they are important liquidity zones, but they're not really that powerful like they are for Nasdaq. Nasdaq cares a lot about session liquidity. Okay, Bitcoin doesn't really care. Bitcoin, what really matters with Bitcoin is the range and like structure and footprints. That's what Bitcoin cares about. If you don't know how to mark those things out for Bitcoin, you're going to struggle because Bitcoin cares about fair value gaps, cares about swing high lows. And it really does. So if you don't know how to mark those things out, it can get that's what I'm finding with Bitcoin. Krypton, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Holy smokes, dude. Look at Nasdaq. Dang, dude. Nasdaq, you couldn't have given me something. What libraries does your model use? I don't use libraries. I honestly don't know what libraries are. What libraries does your model use? Quanlib and Zipline. I don't know what those are. I've never heard of that. Dude, Bitcoin, you are so annoying, actually. Like, you're so annoying. You literally push up, you invert the 5 minute fair value gaps. Your last thing to take is that literally that take profit we have up here, and you decide to not. Like, you're actually so annoying, Bitcoin. Does the computer trade for you? Oh, no, I don't. I trade all my... I don't use computers. I don't use bots. I do all my trades manually. Morning. Yeah. It's at 9:30 though, so it's a little later today. 9:15 today. All right, Bitcoin is... I don't know what it's doing here. I'm kind of confused on what it's doing. Like, it's like it disrespected all bearish for footprints to the left of this move down, right? We're in some chop. We have this impulse range on Bitcoin to move up. We tapped into discount or discount before we moved into premium. Like it's looking like a solid trade. It should be targeting external range liquidity. So I'm gonna be patient here. I'm not moving stops or anything when it comes to my Bitcoin trade. I'm just gonna either, at this point, it's either gonna stop us out or it's gonna go to take profit. But I'm hoping that we can see it bounce here and continue just like Nasdaq is, because Nasdaq will, or Bitcoin will follow Nasdaq to a point. Some days it won't. Most days it will. If Nasdaq is pumping, Bitcoin will be pumping. But some days it just decides to, you know, maybe lag or do its own thing. So I'm hoping maybe Bitcoin here can make some order blocks and then attack external range liquidity, the session liquidity, and then these higher time frame points of interest, like these unfilled fair value gaps on 15. Or maybe even Asia high. But yeah, Nasdaq is ripping right now. Let's delete all these highs here that it just disrespected. I mean, holy smokes. Look for shorts immediately. I would not recommend following that because everything's telling you not to look for shorts right now. Now, you are almost in discount of this 4-hour range. So when we hit into this 1-hour fair value gap up here on Nasdaq, and then I would potentially look for shorts depending on what candlesticks are showing me. But I would not want to look for shorts until we hit into this key area here. This is the most important area. This H1 high and this H1 fair value gap is a really good zone, young and shooter, to look for shorts. But I wouldn't want to look for shorts until we hit into these levels here, and maybe look, like, you got to let the candle show you. Yeah, like so. See this 4-hour? We have this 4-hour impulse range with a 4-hour fair value gap and a 1-hour fair value gap overlapping with a 1-hour high. That is your key level to potentially look for shorts in that level. But you also need to take note, price down here swept a 4-hour low, and look at the reaction we're getting out of this 4-hour low. So you need to also be careful. Is this price on a day time frame too? The daily swept this low also. Is this going to be price where daily flips this fair value gap here and starts attacking external range liquidity? Because we are in discount of this impulse range of the day, that price can now flip and go very bullish. So we need to be careful too of not getting stuck in a bias and taking note of what is the bigger picture here. So like I'm not totally convinced, you know, that maybe this is a good shorting opportunity, maybe for a small retracement, but I'm not totally convinced we're going to, like, we would come down to London low or this day low. Like, I'm kind of convinced that maybe this is the bottom of this bearish trend we're in, and we're going to start going bullish again, especially with government shutdown over, red folder news coming back into play. Like, things are getting back to normal. The end of the year is closing out, right? So I like to just say, you know, look at the big picture, look at bias, and then really look at what the candles are showing you, because the candles will tell you everything. All right, all right, looks like Bitcoin's gonna head to TP now, hopefully. And if you're on TikTok, turn your phone sideways to see both my screens, and you'll see my Bitcoin position. I'm gonna mark out. If I were you guys too, I'd be marking out this 5-minute impulse range, because if we were to get a retracement, right, we wouldn't want to shoot probably greater than what the discount is of this range, unless we're getting, you know, really bearish momentum, and maybe we can target, you know, London low and day low if price decides that we are going to go lower. There we go. Come on, Bitcoin, hit TP. Come on, do it for me. Come on, Bitcoin. I think it's going to hit it. We're going to take a 25% TP at external range liquidity. And then we'll take a 50% TP at 2R. But it might, if it hits external range, it's probably going to hit 2R. So, okay. TP was hit on Bitcoin, and now hopefully we can hit 2R, which is right above our TP, our first TP. Stop so we get moved to break even. Stops are moved to right here on Bitcoin. So hopefully we can hit our next TP now. Do you think Fed rates will be lower soon? No. So what a lot of people I think have forgotten about the Fed rates is in 2024, Fed Chair Powell made it very clear he's only doing one rate cut this year. And he already did it. So I don't think there's going to be another rate cut. He's very honest to his word. When he says something, it does not change. Yeah, and doesn't NVIDIA release earnings today? I just got a PC. What's the best way to start trading for a beginner? The best way to start trading for a beginner is diving into education. That'd be my like if I could do it all over again, I would look up advanced market structure. Photon Trading has a great one. If you go to my TikTok, oh man, I should pin. I'm gonna pin it to my TikTok at the top right now for you. I have a video I made on TikTok that is like my 5 YouTube videos I would watch if I was starting all over again. 5 video. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pin it to my top of my TikTok right now. It's the 5 YouTube videos I would watch if I was starting all over again. And those creators too. Those creators that are in those videos are very good traders that have really good concepts and really good education. So dive into their content. I would first dive in to understanding trading, like understand the concepts. If I say fair value gap, you should know what I'm saying on the screen. If I say a range, you should know what I'm saying. If I say discounted premium, you should know what those terms are. Then once I have an understanding and a concept of what the heck I'm about to get into, I would then, before I invest money into the market, invest in what's called back testing. Okay, so TradeZella is the best place. Okay, what should I use to trade for the PC? TradingView is what you'll use. But before you even get into trading, I would recommend you back test, and that will help you create a trading strategy. So then when you're ready to go buy a prop firm or do your own account, whatever it is, you actually have a strategy that you can go use to then be successful in the market. Yeah, so look up TradeZella. Link is in my bio. If you want to go look up TradeZella, by far the best backtesting software out there. There's nothing better than that one. And then once you have a model, I recommend what Sean just said, paper trading. So what's called forward testing. Then once you are green for 3 months in a row, paper trading, I'd say then you go and use real money. That is, if I would start all over again, that's what I would do. No one likes to do that because it's the slow way. But I'm telling you, if you do it in another, oh, we hit TP. I just realized we hit TP on our other one, so that was nice. Sorry, I got a little like distracted there, but okay. Now the next TP is gonna be London High. But I cannot recommend enough or stress this enough that don't expect trading to be a get rich quick thing. It is a very slow process and takes time. You got to put in the work, or it will eat you up. Okay, we are in a key level now with Nasdaq here. I'm kind of interested to see how does it react to this 1 hour high here and this 1 hour fair value gap. This could be where there is a potential short opportunity. Let's see if we can hit our third TP at London High here. I think we will. We'll take another 25% off there. And then our next target would probably be this unfilled 15-minute fair value gap. I'd probably set another target for that. The nice thing too, Frankie, about a lot of trading stuff, it's all web-based. So you don't really need to download anything, or it's all web-based stuff. Okay, TP. Wait. Oh, TP's almost hit. Bro, how did it not hit that? There we go. TP's hit for London high. So 3 of our TPs have been smacked on Bitcoin. Now our next one is this 15-minute unfilled fair value gap. Let me get this. Okay. Confirm. All right. This is our next TP. It's actually almost there. And stop loss has been moved up now. I'm going to move stops up to this displacement candle. All right, stops are moved up to that displacement candle there. But beautiful trade on Bitcoin. I was getting kind of nervous there for a second, but there's nothing to be nervous about. We had it right. One make kill shot didn't fail us today. All right, looks like we're gonna hit our 4th TP for Bitcoin. Honestly, after that, like the next target is that 15-minute high. All right, TP hit. Okay, let's I'm gonna set up my next TP for that 15-minute high. That'd really be the next target for us. And we might get a 15-minute order block here, so I think we will. I'd be kind of surprised if we don't. All right, so next take profit will be I actually move stops to the order block. I'd rather be at the order block. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna set up this next one. Take away this 15-minute high. Boom, right there. Okay, that's our next target. Dude, this trade's banger right now. This is a good trade. Please don't say you shorted at any point today. I've not shorted yet. I don't. Not for stock, Sean. Sorry. I don't really know much about that. That's one thing I don't really know. I think one day that'll be the next thing I really get into would be stocks. I think so too. So right now I do Bitcoin and the futures, but once I get like hopefully conquer kind of the prop firm space, then my next goal might be like, hey, let's get into some stocks, trading like Nvidia, Palantir, you know, become the next what's his name? Become the next what's his name? I can't remember his name. Let me look him up real quick. I love this guy. He's like I think he's so like amazing. What's his name though? kind of like a Trades by Psy, but he's the dude that like went viral for buying like millions of dollars of Palantir and Nvidia. Oh, right there, Julian Petroulis. That'd be the next goal. Become the next Julian Petroulis. Julian Petroulis is actually a good one for stocks, I'd say. Sean, you might want to look into that guy. He doesn't necessarily give like educational content, but he does talk about what he's looking at for potential buys in his vlogs. Like I forget, he was talking about someone in his most recent vlog that he was potentially looking at. They were gonna have earnings soon and stuff. It wasn't in a video, something that I did, and blew my account to set so as well. Oh no, Nathan. Thank you so much for the follow, Ham. Did we get a 15-minute order block here? Not yet. All right, we've realized just under $90 on this Bitcoin trade, so I'm pretty happy with it. Pretty happy. It's a good trade. What's up, Ryan? Good morning. Hope you're having a great day. Bitcoin does have this impulse range that's important to take note of also, because Bitcoin could, right? Ultimate trend on Bitcoin is still bearish. We tapped in this 15-minute fair value gap. This could be where Bitcoin, you know, decides to flip and come back down on us. But we'll see. We'll see what it does here. I'm hoping, because Bitcoin's in another key level, just like Nasdaq, I'm hoping this is like when Bitcoin decides to rip. Like maybe this is when it like decides to, let's go back to bullish. All right, Nasdaq hitting to this 1 hour high here. I'm interested to see what do we start doing in this level. And honestly, there looks like there's been no slowing here at all. Like no slowing. This is very aggressive move. And I don't think I want to try to be the dude who's like, I'm going to short the top. Like, I just don't. I'm kind of bummed that there wasn't something down here for us. This is a beautiful move. I say this a lot in stream, but I'm going to say it right now. If we were to get a short opportunity, say we want to go short right here, right? Say this is where we go short. I would want to see price to come down, come back up, sweep the high that we form, and then go. And that's where my opportunity would be formed, okay? So, like, I'm not going to short just because it gives me a wick or something here. I want to see more than that. I want it to be a pretty, like, oh, yeah, that's a shorting opportunity, right? Like, oh, yep, it's disrespecting highs, you know, something obvious. So with Bitcoin now potentially creating this new order block, I'm now down to be a little bit more aggressive and trail every 5-minute order block, because we've hit four out of the 5 TPs we're targeting right now. And I'm like, okay, if we get stopped out at this point, I am totally fine. We get to lock in a little bit more profit. So, yeah. Can you only trade futures with your Top Step? Yes, you can only trade futures. Yeah. If you go on Top Step, they have a list of all the assets you can trade. You can trade gold, silver, Bitcoin, Nasdaq, S&P 500, oil, I think you could even do like coffee, corn, like agricultural stuff, trade metals, trade, yeah, there's quite a bit that you could actually trade with it. Yeah, Nasdaq really doesn't look like it's going to slow at all here. There is a 15-minute fair value gap potentially forming. I might want to keep my stop loss under that just in case the price wants to come and test the fair value gap and then run higher. Bitcoin, yes, MBT is what you can trade. So like here, I'll show you. If you look at my top step, MBT, micro Bitcoin, you can trade that. Yeah. And then if you're also just wondering like, what can I trade? If you go up to here in your contracts, there's a whole list of, wait, why isn't it letting me see the whole list? I guess it's only letting me see favorites right now. Yeah. Yeah, you could trade Bitcoin. MBT, micro Bitcoin futures. Like I wonder if Bitcoin presented this woman a kill shot on futures. Let's see. We had the sweep. Yep, we had the sweep of these lows. Going on the 1 minute. It's just so ugly looking. Like I hate the chart on MBT. That's the thing I hate about it. Like look at these like gaps and stuff that it does. I don't know. I don't love the charts on MBT. That's why I prefer to just trade on a crypto exchange. Okay, I was trying to get some wickage here, but still not enough. I want to see, again, a come back up sweep and then give me something. Do they only take 10% in Bitcoin too? Yeah, it's all 90-10 split, I think is what it is. All right, I'm hoping Bitcoin holds this 5-minute fair value gap. Oh, wait, I just realized. Look at that wick above. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that should have been my signal to probably close this trade, actually. Because there's now a short 1-minute kill shot on Bitcoin. I just noticed that. Whoops. I'll probably move stops up just a tad. So that 5-minute candle. Yeah, I just noticed that it. There's a 1-minute kill shot to short now for Bitcoin. To go short right here. Hey, we were able to lock in a pretty good trade though. That's a 3.24R on this trade here. Hopefully we can respect this 5-minute fair value gap and continue to the upside. Maybe the 15-minute time frame is just testing this order block here, and it'll respect it and keep pushing. But the fact that we got a 1-minute kill shot to the downside on Bitcoin, I actually, if I was paying attention, I probably would have closed this trade a little earlier. But it's okay. I'll just let it ride and see if we get stopped out or not. But still, a great trade. We'll lock in just over $90 on this trade. Yeah, should have been the short. Stop loss goes here. Let's see, are you at 2R? Oh yeah, you would have hit 2R like immediately. Yeah. Okay, stopped out on that Bitcoin position. Yeah, it looks like Bitcoin's going to be ripping down now. Good trade today, though. Oh, okay. We made a little bit more than 90. I thought it was going to be 94 bucks. So we made $105.83 on Bitcoin's trade. Here's Bitcoin's P&L of the trade we took, $105.83. Pretty good trade. I'm happy with that. No, I'm not. Once I take my first green trade and it's green for the day, I'm done. But, and I'm too late to the short anyways. Like the short, you kind of missed it if you're trying to short Bitcoin. But Nasdaq, I'm not shorting yet. I don't have an opportunity to short Nasdaq yet. I'm going to be a little bit more patient here with it. I would want to see one more sweep of this high here. Like of this high up here for Nasdaq to go short. I want to see, like, just like what Bitcoin did, how Bitcoin made this high, pushed down, came up, swept that high, and then left a very large wick. That's what I would kind of want to see on Nasdaq in order to go short. What platform you using? For which one? 1 hour fair value gap has already been retested and moved down from it, though. What? Well, Santi, which one are you talking about? The one, my Top Step one, or the crypto one? Thank you for the follow too, by the way, Santi. BLOFIN. I use BLOFIN for my crypto exchange. I love it. I have good relationships with them. I've talked with the team. Like I really like BLOFIN. They're good group of people. And a great exchange. I've been using them now for over 2 years. Dang, that Bitcoin short would have been fire. That'd be honestly the preferred way, because like ultimately Bitcoin's bearish. Like this could be such an amazing move here on Bitcoin. This could sweep. This could go all the way down to London low down here and attack external range liquidity. That reaction, I like that. In the key footprint. That's why we mark out these fair value gaps. Yeah, I got the Express. Yep, got it last night. Hey, I got it late last night during Asia session. Trading gold. Dude, gold. If I could recommend anybody starting actually right now, gold is really good price action. Like it's not too fast. It's not like very volatile like Nasdaq, because Nasdaq can have some crazy swings sometimes. It's a little bit like chiller and really respects structure and stuff like that. Like if I could recommend anybody to, like, if you're like to start day trading, I'd say try gold. It's really good. I like it a lot. $2,000 is your drawdown for the Top Step 50K account. But the nice thing is, it's unlike Apex that has trailing drawdown, it's end of day drawdown. So it's pretty nice. And this time we learned our lesson from the last time. When we get a payout this time for Top Step, I'm going to make sure there's a lot of buffer in that account. I don't think I'll take a payout until I at least have 2,500 in the account. And I don't even think I'll take like a 50% payout. I think I'll take like only $500 off. But I'm going to, or like, I might even wait till we have like 5K in the account before I take a payout. And then I take a 50% payout of $2,500. But I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson last time. I was so upset. Apex right now. So if anybody's looking for prop firm deals, Apex actually has by far their best deal ever. They're 80% off right now with a $40 activation fee. In total, you're going to pay $70 for a funded account with Apex right now. Use code Maniac. It'll get you all the deals for Apex. Apex has an amazing sale right now. 80% off with $40 resets. Which I probably should change my text. I think my text says 70% off. Yeah. It's 80 right now. They're just different prop firms. The top step, you're only allowed to trade with Project X. So the screen you see on mine with like the gray stuff around it, that's called Project X. It's its own little like trading software. Where Apex, you can use Tradeovate, Wealth Charts, Rhythmic, MetaTrader, and it kind of gives you more. And Top Step, you can only have a max of 5 accounts. Where Apex, you can have up to 20 accounts. And if you have 50K accounts, you can get paid out $2,000 per account. So Apex is, in my opinion, by far the best prop firm for your potential risk to reward. Like, what is it going to cost you to get a fund account to what you could get paid out? Apex, I don't think there's a prop firm that's better. Some people might disagree with me with that. But Apex per account gives you 100% of the first $25,000. How much does the activation fee cost on Top Step? Activation fee on Top Step is $150. So you're gonna pay $50 for the 50K account and then $150 to get it funded. So you're in $200 for Top Step. Where Apex, you're only paying $70. Like, Apex is way cheaper. There is rumors though. There is rumors going around that Top Step will be removing their activation fee. And if they do that, they will be the cheapest in the industry. But they have not done it yet because I literally just paid $150 last night for this account. There is a nice thing about Top Step though compared to Apex. Top Step has no consistency rule when it comes to your profits. So like, I can make 10K today on this account and $100 tomorrow, and they don't care. Where Apex does care. Apex, I think their consistency rule is 30%. So your profits need to be kind of similar to each other. They can't be like massive days then small days, massive days and small days. You need some help, Jacob? What do you need help with? Thank you so much for the follow. Have we hit our follow goal? Oh my gosh, we're only 8 away from our follower goal. Let's go. I was on TradeLocker and like, you know, I have to buy a prop firm or whatever, so I clicked on the link. Oh, I don't use TradeLocker. I don't like TradeLocker. I would stay away from that one in my opinion. Uh-huh. I buy one, then I try and log in the credentials from the one I bought. Yeah, I don't know TradeLocker. I just don't on TradeLocker, and it didn't work. So I even asked AI like, how do I sign? I don't know, Jacob. I don't use TradeLocker. I've never really liked their platform, and typically prop firms that use it, if it's a prop firm, they're kind of sketchy prop firms. Like HeroFX uses TradeLocker. I don't know if that's the one you used, but I would contact the place you bought it and ask them. They would probably know, but yeah, I don't like TradeLocker and for day trading. In my like, I'm pretty sure TJR uses TradeLocker, but he uses HeroFX. I'm pretty sure, which is HeroFX is I don't like HeroFX. Their prop firm stuff is weird. Yeah, sorry, Jacob. Sorry I can't be more help, but like the brokers I love to use would be like TradeEvate is a great broker. Project X is a great broker. Really, those are the two that like you could get anywhere. Apex, Take Profit Trader, Top Step, My Funded Futures, Funded Next, Alpha Futures. All of them would be using TradeEvate and all those kinds of platforms. Because I've bought prop firms like what Jacob was just talking about, where like you use TradeLocker, and it's just weird. Like it's super weird, in my opinion. I think it's super weird and like funky to use. And I've never had a good experience with it, and so now I stay away from it. All right, still nothing here on Nasdaq. Again, I would like to see it sweep this high before anything. Can I sync TradeEvate with TradingView? Yes. All you need to do is I'll show you right now. If you're in TradingView, so I'm in this with paper trading right now, but let's log out. All you need to do is go down to the trading panel, and TradeEvate's right there. So you literally just use your credentials that the prop firm gives you for TradeEvate, and you just log in on TradingView, and it'll give you. You could then trade from TradingView. Can you compare Top Step against Apex? Yeah. So personally, I love both of them. I think they're both great prop firms. Now the thing is with Top Step, you're gonna pay more money up front, but they're way more lenient in regards to rules. Their rules are way chiller than Apex. They have no consistency rule for profits. They have like their eval takes longer than Apex would. Their eval takes 2 days, where Apex you could do it in one trade, where Top Step is going to take at least 2 trades to get it funded. Yeah, that's for in regards to Top Step, that's what makes them better, in my opinion. They're pretty much the same. The other thing that makes them better, I'd say, on Top Step is their end of day drawdown rather than trailing drawdown. Okay. Now, Apex, the thing that's really nice about Apex is you can get a lot of accounts. So you can get paid a lot of money from Apex if you're able to scale, get the 20 accounts. You can get 2K per account, right? So say you get 20 accounts and you're able to make it to that first payout of 2K, that's $40,000 you're getting in your first payout. Like no other prop firm is going to do that. Okay. Also, Apex, though, what you need to be aware of is their rules. They have a lot of rules in fine detail print that you should go read in their resources. Lots of different rules. But also the benefit, they're going to be way cheaper up front. You're going to pay $70, where Top Step you're going to pay $200 for the cheapest account, right? But then the Apex is they got those rules that you got to follow and kind of be aware of. I'm trying to think what else Apex is better for. Apex lets you, so Top Step you can only trade on Project X, which is what you see on my screen. Top Step only lets you use Project X, where Apex you can use TradeEvate, which is much nicer because then you can just link it into your trading view, where Top Step you cannot do that. Yeah. I'd say that's pretty much the main thing with Top Step and Apex. Top Step's going to be more lenient, but more money up front in the beginning. Apex is going to be more strict with a less cost in the beginning. Your RR is going to be way higher with Apex. Would you trade ETH USD? Yeah, I like Ethereum. I don't trade it right now. I just kind of focus in on Bitcoin, but Ethereum is one I used to trade. I like Ethereum. Alpha or Apex. Alpha Futures is another really good one. I know they have one of the highest payout caps per account is 15K. The thing with Alpha Futures, though, they're also pretty expensive, like Top Step. And I'm pretty sure they'd take also 2 days to get funded. Unless you do the zero account or whatever. But they also really limit your contract size. You can't do very big contract size with Alpha. I'm pretty sure like the biggest contract size you can do is like 3 NQ if you did a 50K account. Where Apex, you can do 10 NQ. You can scale it to 10 NQ, which is, I like that opportunity to scale. I don't know. Honestly, this is a place where if anything, NQ would retrace down to equilibrium before it bounces. In my opinion, Loop Ninja. I'm looking for a potential short right now with Nasdaq. It's in this 1 hour fair value gap at a 1 hour high, and you're starting to see sellers come in. You have this massive impulse range on the 5 minute and 15, and there's a big fair value gap down here, big fair value gap down here. Like this could be where you see price start to retrace back down into equilibrium for Nasdaq, but it also could start ripping. That's why I'm just waiting for the candles to kind of give me my opportunity, but I haven't seen it yet. Bitcoin, that Bitcoin short would have been sick. I hope someone in here caught that Bitcoin short. We could have gone back-to-back 1 minute kill shots. That's something I'm doing in my back testing, is taking every 1 minute kill shot that presents itself in the market instead of just being one and done. Oh. Because I think this was the perfect play to catch the retracement, and this is the perfect play to catch the continuation. Like this is like, it fits in perfectly with my ranges. Yeah, this would have been a really, really good trade here for a short. I know, I'm so bummed. I'm like, I kind of wish I was in it. But we caught a good long, right? We can't get greedy, right? We can't get greedy. But it's important to take note of, do we see that this is something we can add on to our strategy? Yes, I think if Nasdaq might be moving down now. Yeah. Now, I don't know if we're going to go down to like London low. I don't know. If anything, for Nasdaq, shooting for equilibrium of this impulse range, right? So this equilibrium, the 50% mark of this range would be the goal. If it decides to give us more, we just watch what the candles are giving us. But yeah, I think where we are now in Nasdaq, this could be where it starts going lower. I'm just hoping it gives me an opportunity. It hasn't given me an opportunity yet, or my model hasn't presented itself. Because you got to remember, ultimately Nasdaq is bearish. Higher time frames, Nasdaq is bearish, right? We're hitting into this 4 hour range in premium, to then head to discount. Maybe what it will do is come down, hit into 50% mark, and then that's where we'll get a trade. But I can't be on stream for too much longer because I got to go to work soon. So hopefully we can catch something here, but we might not be able to get a trade today on Nasdaq. Seven more followers when we hit our 1,200 goal on TikTok. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I really appreciate you guys and the love you guys are showing. So now Bitcoin has this impulse range that attacked external range liquidity. So like, see what Bitcoin does here. But we're done trading Bitcoin for the day until Asia session, which we won't be able to trade Asia session this morning, but All right, let's mark out these 15-minute fair value gaps here on Nasdaq. Oh. If I had to pick a fair value gap to see Nasdaq test, it's this one down here where London highs kind of was at. That's kind of the one I would be preferred. There's a 5-minute fair value gap too right in there. This would be the one I'd want to really see price come down to if we were to go long and see a potential long opportunity. But Nasdaq had up only mode during market open. Kind of crazy. What's good? Hey, what's up, Griffin? Hope you're having a good day. See if we, price is starting to shoot through lower. Nice, good job, dude. And I like that you locked the account. Most people won't do that. Most people will be like, hey, can I get more? Yeah, I passed the account last night. Yep, was able to bank on gold and get it funded. And now we're trading funded account. So now it's just scale up to the payout. And I learned my lesson from last time. Make sure you have more of a buffer before you take a payout. I don't know if I'm going to be able to trade on Nasdaq today. I got to leave soon. It's kind of a bummer. I was really excited. I was hoping I can get a banger trade today. I saw yesterday's trade on Nasdaq, the opportunity. I'll show you guys. Let's go to yesterday morning's Nasdaq. Nasdaq had an amazing short opportunity yesterday morning. Where is it? November 18th. Right here. So this was yesterday morning's trade opportunity. Oh my gosh, it was so perfect. You look, price here, sweeps, massive wick off these highs here, even up to these highs, massive wick, rejecting those highs. You go down the 1 minute. Oh shoot, I hate it when it does this. Where is it? Over here, I think. Right there, yep. You go down the 1 minute. Inverted this fair value up. That's a freaking crazy stop loss. And then you shoot for 2R. Boom. Banger trade. Such a good trade. I mean, you could have taken it all the way down to day low. 356 points. Sweet. Thank you, Griffin. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support. I don't know if I'll be able to take a trade later today. I don't think we'll have one. I do want to let everyone know. I know I've been getting asked a lot about my model, the 1 minute kill shot. I am working on a video to deep dive into everything that goes into my 1 minute kill shot. What I mean by that, my fair value gaps, the ranges, how to identify impulse ranges, premium and discount, the 5 minute liquidity sweep, inverse fair value gaps on the 1 minute. I'm gonna create a video that dives in, gives you guys everything that I know for this model. Like, I'm gonna give you everything for it, so you guys can, one, have a place to go look and review and practice and learn from, And 2, so then you can actually have the model that I use. So then you guys can benefit from it. I didn't. I was hoping to get funded in one day. That was my goal. I wanted to really do it because I wanted to be like, look, you can do it and show you guys it's possible on Top Step. But it took 2 days. It took 2 days. It took 2 trades for us to get funded. I mean, it's going to take 2 trades either way, but it took me 2 days. I was hoping to get it done in 1, but... Yeah, Bitcoin is ripping, dude. Oh, that's such a beautiful short for Bitcoin. Oh my gosh, it's so good. All right, we're tapping into that first 15-minute fair value gap up here. See what maybe price gives us in this level, but I really don't want to look for longs unless we get under the premium here into discount. Is really where I would want to look for longs here on Nasdaq. If it's just if price isn't going to give us a short opportunity up here, I would not want to look for longs until we get into discount. Yeah, Bitcoin's starting to get almost to our external range liquidity down here at London low. That's beautiful. I mean, so London high to London low. But really, this was the important level, was that 15-minute fair value gap on Bitcoin there. Again, that impulse range. It's important to look out for that impulse range and footprint. See that 15-minute impulse range with that 15-minute fair value gap? And now we have a fresh impulse range happening here with Bitcoin. And this will probably be the range we use for tomorrow. Yeah. For Nasdaq, I'm waiting. I'm done trading Bitcoin. I just have it kind of up there to watch. But Nasdaq, I'm waiting for the retest down here now. Yeah, and discount. So everything below this blue line here is discount. That's where I wanted to see if I were going to go long, or is it going to continue through and instead attack external range liquidity down here? Because right now, Nasdaq could definitely just go all the way back down, retrace this entire move, and attack external range liquidity. Because ultimately, the higher time frame on Nasdaq is bearish. So that's why I would rather be patient, see what it gives us down here, see if it gives us kind of some opportunity in this fair value gap, and then wait for confirmation that way. But I also have work soon, so I'm gonna have to hop off. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch a trade this morning on Nasdaq. So, what I would recommend, if any of you guys are like kind of relying on me to give you analysis, I'd recommend drawing out this impulse range. So here, steal my settings on my Fibonacci retracement. This is all the settings you need on the Fib retracement tool. You're just trying to find the 50% of that retracement, right? And then once you hit into discount, of this range, see, does price give you any kind of long opportunity? If you have a model that you watch for, you should have a model or a trading strategy, and you should be looking for that confirmation of your trading strategy to give you indication that price is then going to come back up and target external range liquidity up here. But remember, it could get very aggressive once we get into discount and really go lower and a target London low or day low down here. So it's just say be careful. But anything below this level right here, this is 24,780. Anything below 24,780 is what I would look for. So if you're looking for what level is that, 24,780, or anything really below this 5-minute fair value gap here on Nasdaq. TopStep uses daily drawdowns, right? How does it work? Do they cool me down for one day if I hit the daily drawdown? No, there should be no daily loss limit on it. It's just $2,000. So if you hit $2,000, if you lose 2,000 in the account, Sean, you blow the account, you got to reset it. So yeah, but like say if I made $1,000 in my account, my drawdown doesn't move up $1,000 until the day ends. So if I make $1,000 in the account, my drawdown actually now is $3,000 until the day ends. So really I have $3,000 to play. But then once that day ends, they'll jump up your drawdown to match the profit you've made. So then your drawdown stays at 2,000. I hope that makes sense. I hope that made sense. But once you're funded, when you have a funded account, once you hit $2,000 in profit in your account and anything above that now becomes a bigger buffer. So once you're funded and you hit $2,000 in profit and then you say you made it up to 3,000, now your drawdown's $3,000. If you make it to 10K, now your drawdown's $10,000. So that's the nice thing about TopStep is like and Apex. Once you hit that drawdown threshold in profit, it stops following you and now it moves even greater. I think Apex though, you need $2,600 before it does that on a funded account. And then the buffer just keeps growing. That's how people get like a $50,000 buffer in their account, because they just keep growing the profits and scale it as it's growing, and you get really big buffers. So then like that's when you just like never lose the account. You just take payouts every 2 weeks. I have a whole strategy on what my goal is to how to take payouts and all that stuff. I just need to do it, like, and be able to show you guys. I have it in my head, but I need to now be able to like actually do it. It's hard to get there. There's a reason why only 0.1% of people make it to consistently profitable as a prop firm trader. It's not easy to get there. Thank you so much, Fatu, for the follow. I appreciate you. Only 6 more follows and we got 1,200. I'm stoked. Goals to hit 2K by end of November. I don't think we're gonna make it, but we'll see. We'll see. We're almost there. 800 more people. Nice. Good job. Yeah, don't chase trades. It might. Yeah, we'll see. Usually retracements are pretty fast, right? Usually retracements can be pretty aggressive and then it moves up. But honestly, that I'm kind of bummed that level didn't give me a short opportunity. I'm really bummed because that was like the perfect area to go short. Did it ever even invert a fair value gap? I mean, it did, but look at that. Like, that's terrible price action to want to take a short. Like Wick City over here on this momentum. If it would have just came up one more time and swept this and give me what I wanted, would have been perfect. But oh well, there'll always be another trade. And I'd rather take a better setup anyways. Like, that to me is not a really good setup for a short. This Bitcoin one is an amazing setup for a short. Like, it's picture perfect for me on Bitcoin over here. Like, if you guys look on my screen, on my Bitcoin screen, this is what I wanted Nasdaq to look like. This would be the picture perfect short opportunity for me on Nasdaq for a 1 minute kill shot. But it's a bummer. It didn't give it to us. All right, so we're officially in discount of this range now. I still want to see price go lower into this 15-minute fair value gap down here and see how we react. What didn't you take the sell on BTC then? I was already in a long, and so because I already took a winning trade on Bitcoin going long, I don't try to take just another one. Once I'm green for the day on the trade, I'm done. Does that make sense? I'm one and done for the day when I get a winning trade. But I have been back testing lately of doing more than one trade a day, and it's been working out. So I might soon, now that I'm really getting confident in this model and I'm really getting confident in the 1 minute kill shot, I think I'm going to start taking more than one trade a day if the model presents itself like this one, for example. Thank you so much for the like, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you, Envy, for the follow. What's your most trades you will take in a day? 3. I will never take more than 3 trades in a day right now, where I'm at in my current trading journey and like my consistency. I'm just not as consistently profitable, so I'd rather limit myself in trades. And now, I want to make this clear though. 3 trades a day is not the goal. That's my limit, right? So if first trade of the day is green, I'm done for the day. If the second trade of the day is green, I'm done for the day. So 3 is not the goal. 3 is just the parameters in the rule. No, I don't. I like to trade gold during Asia. I don't really trade gold during New York. You waiting on reversal for a long? Potentially. We'll see if it gives it to us. I want to see it hit this 15-minute fair value gap though before anything. No. So when you cash out on top step, the drawdown goes to 0 on the account. So like, see how my maximum loss limit right now is $2,000, negative 2,000. To lose my funded account, I'd have to go negative $2,000 in the account to lose this. So when you take a payout, they put your maximum loss limit to 0 wherever the balance is 0. So say you had $1,000 in profit, but you took a 50% payout, so you took a $500 profit. That would mean your balance goes to $500, and so you only have $500 in drawdown because your drawdown, your maximum loss limit goes to the 0 line. So it's better to wait until you got like $2,000 or $2,500 in your profit to then take a payout. But your balance, your maximum loss limit always resets to 0 when you take a payout. Let's see if gold did anything though during New York session. Oh, it actually did. I wonder if it gave us an opportunity, if it gave us a 1 minute inversion. Let's see. Oh my gosh, gold did. Gold gave a beautiful 1 minute kill shot right there. 5 minute sweep of liquidity. You target the higher time frame impulse range. All right, you have this 4-hour impulse range. Oh man, that would have been actually a really good gold trade. Yeah, gold did actually have an amazing trade opportunity this morning. Oh, you had a question you sent in DM? Okay. Do you want to send it in here, Trading Rut? If you go to my YouTube channel, I give 3 strategies that I use. On my most recent, oh, it's a screenshot? Okay, let's see. I'll check this out. Let's see. Before I do a funded account, I wanted to practice. Oh, okay, I see. TP, what am I doing wrong? So it looks like you're going short. Because I would have made... So trading what? Right. If you short this, you're targeting London low. Yeah, but I'm not shorting. I would not be shorting this at this point. I would need, if I'm going to short, I would need price to come all the way back up here, sweep this high, and then give me something. You were going long. Okay, it's a screenshot and a video. So in the yeah, let's see again. So you're going long in this. Oh wait, it looks like you didn't confirm. Yeah, it looks like you. So it looks like you didn't confirm. You did? Okay. It doesn't look like you did anything wrong there. It might not have tapped. Did it tap the limit order? Let's see. Did it tap it? It might have. It looks like it might have missed the limit order. It just didn't take it. It might have missed it. It looks like it's really close. Unless the wick goes through. I can't see in the photo. But sometimes if it doesn't like really hit that line, it won't take the limit order because it didn't actually fill the order. If that makes sense. Even though sometimes it's on the line. I've literally had limit orders where the wick is on the line and it won't fill it. Because it just didn't fill it properly. I don't know why. But it like sometimes it just won't fill it. Yeah, let me know if that doesn't happen again, but yeah, sometimes it's kind of funky like that. But everything looked like you set it up properly. Like you had a stop loss, you had to take profit. Yeah, that looked all proper. It just might not have filled you, which sometimes it does that. Because that just means it was in there so fast, like it was so quickly like in your thing that it just didn't do it. Do you prefer gold during New York or Asia session? I prefer gold during Asia session, and I prefer focusing all my attention on Nasdaq during New York session. Because if it's really hard watching multiple assets at the same time. Like I'm already doing during New York, Bitcoin and Nasdaq, right? And then during Asia, I watch Bitcoin and gold. So watching two assets at the same time is pretty hard as it is. So if I added gold in, that's 3 assets I'm trying to watch at the same time. It's just pretty hard. It's pretty hard to do. So I try to just say, all right, New York session, we lock in on Nasdaq. Asia session, we lock in on gold. And for me, gold's been performing very well during Asia. So like, I'm fine with it. And Nasdaq's like, in my opinion, the better one to trade during New York session. It just has really good moves and crazy moves, but gold is also good too. We just saw this morning, like gold had an amazing 1-minute kill shot opportunity where Nasdaq didn't give it to us this morning. So we missed a trade opportunity, right? But I mean, it is what it is. You're always going to get a trade. There's always going to be another trade. Eventually, I'll probably become better, like when I just get way more faster and more comfortable with my trading, where I'll be like, yeah, let's start trading gold too during New York. But right now, 2 assets is like all my mind can handle at this point. All right, we're about to tap into this 15-minute fair value gap. There's literally been, from this downward momentum, there's only been 1 bullish candle. Like it literally might retrace this entire move. Thank you, Wongol. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that share. Dude, we're 5 away from 1,200 followers. Let's go. We might hit our target goal today in stream. But I do really like trading gold during Asia session, dude. It's so nice. Now, for me with Nasdaq here, since there's no 5-minute low here, I would need to see price like go up, come back down, sweep, and then go. So I need to see a little bit more here than just like a rejection off the fair value gap. I would want to see a little bit more. But we are now in an area where we could potentially go long. We potentially could get a long setup here for Nasdaq. We'll see. You're not in a trade right now, correct? No. You'll see my trade on the screen if I'm in. You'll see that there's like a green box and a red for stop loss and a green for TP. Like you'll see that there's a trade, and you'll see like the P&L at the top of the screen changing. Right now we're not in a trade. And I'll announce too if I do enter a trade and stuff, but I do want to make it clear though, like the reason why I don't do these live streams to like for you guys to copy trade me. I do it mainly for you guys to learn from me. So like I'm not like a signal trader, if that makes sense. Like I'm not trying to give you guys signals on when to take trades. I'm more here to try to help you become better traders. But I do take trades live, so you will see if I take a dub or not. How much time is left on this 5 minute? There's 1 minute left. You know what I'm noticing? So if price on this 5 minute candle does come up above this low here and sweep it, that could be a potential opportunity here. And there is a 1 minute fair value gap right here. I just don't know if I don't know if I feel really confident taking that. Let's see what the stop loss looks like on this. Like how much are we risking? Yeah, we're risking quite a bit. 42 points on that. I don't love that. It's not like a high. It doesn't really get me excited to take that. Like that Bitcoin one, right? It got me excited to take that. This one doesn't really make me excited. Yeah, and it doesn't look like it's doing it. Not yet. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate it. I hope they are helpful. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting it anyways. Okay, perfect. I didn't really like that idea. So I'll be a little bit more patient. I got about 20 more minutes I can sit here on stream and do this. If we don't get something in like 20 minutes, I'm going to have to call it and I'm going to be done for the day because I got to head to work. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you for liking the streams. We're almost at 500 likes on the stream. Let's go. Let's go. What are you looking for at the moment? A potential long opportunity on Nasdaq to see if do we get, because right now we have this big impulse range on the 5 and 15 minute, right? This massive impulse range. Price is now in discount of this range. So I want to see if Nasdaq gives me some kind of long signal in my model to then target external range liquidity up here. I like gold. I love gold. I love gold. But yeah, I'm just watching this range here. See how we're in on the 15 minute, right? So let's delete this 15 minute fair value gap. This is the one that matters. This 15 minute fair value gap could be where price stops to then go higher, right? And also, we need to be aware that we have this impulse range for shorts, right? So if we are ultimately bearish, we might not be able to target external range liquidity because this bearish impulse range here might stop us at equilibrium at this 50% mark in premium of this range. So like we might not be able to target external, like if I were to take a long here, I'm honestly probably want to be out of it by 50%. I don't care if it goes higher or whatever, get my money and get out. Because that still is a very big move. That's like probably over 100 points. Yeah, just that move to equilibrium is 140 points. which is a really big move on Nasdaq. And you can make a lot of money in 140 points. Nothing yet. Honestly, price might... If price goes like way down here, I probably won't even be looking for longs because honestly, price could just target external range liquidity down here. At these equal lows down here. And this 15-minute fair value gap. There's also London low. I'm just so bummed we didn't get one on this move, dude. That was such a beautiful move. All right, what time is it? 8:13. Oh. Oh, wait. I want to do this. No fair value apps. Yeah, this is the nearest fair value app here. Did the 15-minute disrespect this? Yeah, it did. Yeah, dude, dang. Bitcoin is about to... Oh my gosh. Bitcoin does not look good. Like, Bitcoin is, shoot. Could go way lower to this day. The Bitcoin could go under 90K. I think Bitcoin's going to go under 90K. I think it's going to go under 89. It could go to 87.64. Jeez. Bitcoin looks very bearish right now. Look at that. London high to London low. That's a beautiful move. Okay. Did we... I still don't like this Nas. Yeah, even if we invert this, I'm not taking it. I need to see something better. Check Nas. Yeah, I'm watching it. Oh. Oh. We'll see what we get here. I would like to see like a nice wick, like a very nice wick that like is a sweep. It's bouncing. It looks like it's respecting this 5-minute fair value gap too right here. No trade this morning on Nasdaq at all. I haven't gotten a single one yet. We might get one here, but I gotta leave soon for work. Yeah, but I haven't had any trade opportunities today on Nasdaq. The only one was on Bitcoin. We might get one right here though. If price can come back down and sweep this low here and give us a nice rejection wick off this low, this would be the trade opportunity. We're like really close to potentially having one. It's into discount right now. So if we're in the 15-minute time frame, right? You got this 15-minute discount. We're in this 15-minute fair value gap. What this could be is a retracement to attack premium of this short range. Final 2 is bottom. Oh, TP is the bottom, yeah. Yeah, honestly, this move here, like, Nasdaq is ultimately bearish, right? You go to the higher time frames. We just hit into this 4-hour premium of this range in a 4-hour fair value gap. Like, we tapped into it and rejected off of it. Like, I don't know if I really want to go long, you know? Like shorts might be the better move. And shorts might, you know, come down here and attack this M15 fair value gap, this M5 low and London low and day low. Like, there's a lot of liquidity below us, and the higher time frames are leaning more bearish, especially after just tapping into premium of this impulse range on the 4-hour and the rejection out of this fair value gap. Like, that might be a signal for me to just not even try to go long. Like, you're trying to catch a falling knife that is ultimately, like, it's the stronger knife of the two, right? Like, it, you know, now that I look at the 4-hour, I don't know if I want to go long. Like, this impulse range, we tapped in perfectly into this 4-hour fair value gap, tapped it, and then immediately rejected it with an extremely strong 4-hour candle. And then you go down to the 1-hour. 1-hour, again, rejected it very strong off this 1-hour fair value gap. Really strong rejection with the sweep of liquidity on the 1-hour. And looks like it might invert this 1-hour fair value gap. Yeah, I think I'm going to ignore any long opportunity here. Everything just looks bearish. I'm glad I actually just did that analysis. I don't think it would be smart to go long. I'm just bummed it didn't give me a short opportunity up here. I'm really bummed. Because even the 5-minute closed above this high, like this high over here to the left, the 5-minute closed above it instead of wicking below it. So that's right there is a invalidation of my trade opportunity. Where the 15-minute swept it and didn't close above. But even this price action on this 1-minute, like, this is terrible. Like, to enter into this and this is your price action, that's not like, that's not really good signals to go short. So, like, I don't think we really missed an opportunity. I just think price is, you know, going up and then coming immediately back down. Yeah. It could, yeah, it definitely could come up and retrace into these fair value gaps and then push, you know, lower, but this might be a good time to just sit on your hands, and we'll say we'll come back tomorrow. You know, and maybe tomorrow will give us a much better, you know, opportunity. But also, you look on Nasdaq, look at this price action right now. Like, look at this price action we're in on the 4-hour. This is not good price action. Same for the daytime frame. But yeah, this isn't like great price action that we're in on Nasdaq. So this might be a good time to just say, hey, we'll come back tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow will give us a better opportunity. Or Asia session, if you're Asia session trader, like let's look at gold. I think gold is going to be a really gold. I'd say is the better one right now. It's clear impulse ranges. It's got clear, like, what is the structure right now, right? So, like, for me, gold is the one that's like, okay, it's got way better structure. Like, the day time frame's bullish. It's broken structure. It's retraced back down to this day fair value gap, right? We're pushing off of that. It's looking bullish. The 4-hour, right, has this impulse range, came into discount to then come and attack, you know, premium of this impulse range, right? Like, you have clear ranges on gold. So, like, I'd say right now, Nasdaq does not have clean price action. So let's wait for it to have better price action. And if I can't trade Asia session today because I have work. I really wish I didn't, because, like, that price action right now on gold is beautiful. But where Nasdaq doesn't have the most greatest price action right now. So maybe tomorrow or maybe by the end of this week, it'll have a little bit better price action for us to work with. But right now, it's just not that great. Full port. Nice. Yeah, full port gold. But yeah, even if price comes up and retraces this move, it still has yet to give me anything on Nasdaq. Yeah, and there's still a daily fair value gap up there, right? This one, where is it? This one up here, right? Like you have this daily impulse range on Nasdaq that has yet to be filled to go up. So yeah, me too. I want to see which I would, Angel, I agree with you. I'd way rather shoot for that daily. But what I'd want to see for that, I'd want to see this 4 hour come back down and sweep these lows first before it goes and attacks that daily. Right? And that would be clear price action for me. Like, okay, 4 hour came down, failed to displace these lows. I think we can now go target that daily fair value gap. And now I'm very, I could be confident in hey, let's go long to attack that daily fair value gap, right? But this price action right now does not convince me of anything good. This is a barcode on Nasdaq. Now, if it was like this, that's much different. This is really nice price action. We were trading in this and it was really good, right? This kind of impulse range with clear retracement to then keep going, right? The inversion was nice. Got both on the buy from market open to sell the new daily 7K day. Nice, dude. Holy smokes. That's a great day. Good job. Bitcoin, in my opinion, today had great price action. It had good structure that we could target. It had very good footprints we could target and really good setups, where Nasdaq's just not really giving that to me today. Yes. So the reason why he says that is because that's when a new 4 hour candle opens. Not a believer. So on that 10 o'clock is when you get that fresh 4 hour candle. And so you'll get a manipulation where price will make that 4 hour wick, and then you'll get a continuation of that 4 hour to then continue. So for example, that 10 a.m. candle started, we get that massive manipulation with the 4 hour wick, and then a continuation to the downside of where it wants to target. So, right, clearly everything on the 4 hours says we're going short. And so that's why I'm really not wanting to go long, because I would be battling the higher time frame. And it looks like price is going to just keep pushing through. Yeah. Okay. All my long opportunities have been invalidated here. So I don't have any long opportunities here on Nasdaq. So I'm going to sit on my hands and I'll probably come back tomorrow. Well, I will be coming back tomorrow. I'm not probably. Nice, dude. Nice, Sean. I love it. You're utilizing those 5-minute order blocks. I love it, dude. Thank you, Angel, for the follow. I appreciate you. Illmatic, thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, we're almost to that 1200 goal. I love it. I love it. Can we get that? Can we get that? Can we get 3 people to follow right now before I get off stream? We can hit our 1200 goal. Could we get it? Could we get it? I don't know. Wait. There we go. Thank you so much for the follow. I think we need 2 more. 2 more. 2 more, we get the goal. And I'm going to hop off stream. Come on, 2 more. Let's close out on that note. It was a great stream today. We caught a dub on Bitcoin. No trades. A bum of no trades on Nasdaq, but it's okay. We'll always get another trade. Yeah. Yeah. It does look like AMD to the downside, right? When you look at this right? That's a good example, actually, Kelvin. Major AMD. Hey, let's go. We hit the goal. Let's go. We hit our 1,200 goal. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you. You're right, Kelvin. This is like a picture perfect. No, I would say picture perfect, but it's a pretty good example of accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? This is your accumulation, your manipulation move to a key footprint, which is that 4-hour fair value gap, to then distribute to the downside. Yeah, it's Kelvin. That's a good example. Really good example. Thank you guys so much. We hit our goal. I don't got any trades right now. I wish I could take a trade for you guys, but I'm not going to force anything. And I just don't think it's smart to go long right now. I don't feel confident in that. I think all the higher time frames are saying that don't do it. So, thank you guys so much for the stream. Thank you guys for asking your questions and hanging out. I'm bummed we couldn't have taken a trade today, but it is what it is. You know, hey, capital preserved is not capital lost. So we didn't lose any money today. We actually made money on our Bitcoin. So that's like, right? Like it's a green day for us today. I think if you're able to be a day trader who's okay with not taking a trade, you won. You're better than 90% of traders. Most traders will come to their charts every day and say, I have to take a trade today. I cannot not leave this chart and not take a trade. And they'll force something because they just think I have to take one. But to be, right, like what Not a Believer says, dub discipline. Like if you can be disciplined and said, hey, I'm not feeling comfortable. My confluences are saying if I go long, I'm going against the ultimate trend. It'd be very unwise to go long right now. So let's just sit on our hands and come back tomorrow. And we'll probably get a better trade tomorrow. Hopefully. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys. Have a great day. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. And I will see you tomorrow morning. We'll do a same live stream tomorrow morning at market open for New York session, doing the same thing. And hopefully tomorrow we can catch some banger trades again. All right, everyone. I'll see you later.